Was smoking all my dragons, divine, righteous, almighty, greats, overachieving, never slacking. I'm back with another Led Zeppelin live reaction video. This time we got a whole lot of love at the Royal Albert Hall. Now, man, what can I say? The journey's just it's been amazing. You know, it's actually been making my holidays way more cool. You know, just because it's like, to discover this new music and just be on this new journey is nothing like discovering something new and actually enjoying it. And also learning, just learning so much about how things were back then. It's been sparking more of an interest. And yeah, I've been enjoying this, right? So we're going to hop into it. This will go into my oldies reactions as well as my Led Zeppelin live reactions. So since this is an older song, I will not say anything or pause till the end out of respect for music that's been here before my time, right? Gotta pay homage. That's something I feel like my generation really needs to work on, is paying homage respectfully, right? Respect is everything, My generation, one message to people in my generation who may be watching that I've already learned is respect takes you places money can't go. Remember that. So with that being said, let's get into this. Original link will be in the description.
I wanna give you my love. Way down inside. Woman, you need I wanna be your back, your man. Oh, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yes, yes. What is inside? All right. Gonna give you every inch of my love. I'm gonna give you every foot of my love. It's all right. Gonna make you feel safe. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let me tell you guys this: the more that I'm listening to Led Zeppelin, the more I'm starting to feel it, like more and more. The more I'm starting to get it, right? For me in this specific performance, the drums, man. Oh, the drums. It was like it felt tribal, right? Like it was. Hold on, like let me find it. Right there. I mean, like drums are tribal. First off, that goes back to tribal days. But the way that he played it, the rhythm, the way that it's like me being, I'm half Nigerian, right? My mother's Igbo, for the Igbo tribe. She came here when she was 10, and one thing I learned studying is, these instruments, like, for example, you guys ever heard of a shaman, like, a spiritual shaman? In Igbo, we call it a dibia. When they, a lot of these tribes, when they would channel up energies, channel up different spirits, different deities, they, play instruments, use the drums. I'm also, which I ended up finding out on my, through my father's lineage, that I'm a Cherokee, right? And Cherokee and Blackfoot, and from South Carolina. Like my great great grandfather actually owned land that we're supposed to be going and seeing. I mean, it's so much I learned that I found out, right? But yeah, so it's like studying all these things. When you look at Led Zeppelin, you guys gotta realize, like, they're channeling up spirit. You get what I'm saying? When you hear those, I immediately caught it. When I heard those, how he's just a certain way he's playing those drums, there's certain patterns that just, sequences. You get what I'm saying? Like, right now, I could take that clip right there of him drumming, take that sound, and I could put some tribes behind that right now dancing, and you guys would see exactly what I mean. of it, they add like this. What's that? It gives off like kind of like this extraterrestrial, kind of like this galactic vibe that they're adding to it, right? Which for me, someone who studies deep into history, it's very interesting because even when you look at, okay, like it all connects is what I'm trying to say. Like when you look at the Dogon tribe in Africa, right? They blew everybody's mind away. NASA was like, what? Because they knew so much about Sirius B and the star systems and things like that. They had all this information that was just accurate, and NASA can't figure out how did the Dogon tribe know this? How were they writing all these like these descriptions of Sirius B and this and that without the technology we have, and it still blows their mind. So when we hear, that tribal feeling, and then they're kind of putting that galactic feeling into it, wow, wow, he's expressing himself like, just, oh man, I just feel like it coincides more than we think. You get what I'm saying? Like they're speaking to us more than we think sometimes through these instruments. And they may not even know it. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, that's how powerful DNA is, because as much as America keeps us in white and black, right? We don't know whose bloodlines, who's connected with who. We don't know who in history was intertwined with, mixed with this, and who traveled over here and who. So people have all type of things in their DNA. You got to look past the skin color for, people have all types of things in their DNA. Especially with them being from England, man, I could go on and on. And it's like the way that, right? The way that he's just like he's just shooting stuff out there. It also reminds me of tribes when they would do things like and the reason they would do that was because they was mimicking the frequencies of sounds in nature and things like that. It was mimicking frequency, right? So once again, we don't know what's speaking through people. When we get on music and when we get on a microphone and we just want to express, we don't know what's gonna come out. And then the drummer, I wish I had their names down packed. Sorry guys, I'm still memorizing their names, but then the drummer, the way he just brings it back, woo! See, you guys could tell I'm starting to connect with it more and more the more I listen. Like the way the drummer just. Ooh. Because I'll tell you guys right now, in my generation, a lot of kids, they'll listen to this, and they'll be like, why does he keep saying, oh yeah, why does he keep saying random things? The same way that a lot of times, like in TV shows like South Park, they would make fun of tribes, like, that would do things like, it's like, that's what I'm saying, like, I really feel like that's like your DNA speaking. It's just like, it's spirit. You get what I'm saying? It's spirit. You just express yourself. Just let it out. It's poetry in a sense. For Led Zeppelin, which I do believe, they would definitely understand what I'm saying. But for them, it was just regular. That's why they said things like, or was it Robert Plant who said, my music's not always to be like, was it scrutinized or something? It's like, just like for those tribes, just like for someone watching right now who does art, it's regular for you. You know what I'm saying? You were born to do it in a sense, right? So it's like, to them, it's just like, this is just what we do. As amazing as it is to all of us, to them, it's like, this is just what we do. We just love doing this, But, man, I'm telling you, it's amazing. he's hitting them drums hard, man. He's really playing them drums really hard.
Way down inside. I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you my love. Oh, oh, oh. I want a whole lot of love. 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 Baby, 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 baby. Ooh, uh-huh. Oh, my, 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 my. Way down inside. Woman, you need
Can you imagine the energy in the building? What the way they break? Oh.
I wanna be your back girl man. Oh, baby. Come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on, baby. Yes, yes. What it takes, alright. Gonna give you every inch of my love. I'm gonna give you every foot of my love. It's alright. Gonna make you feel safe.
And I definitely can't leave out the guitarist. I mean,
Come on, come on, come on, baby. Yes, yes. What it takes, alright. Gonna give you every inch of my love.
it's crazy how when you look at this, the 50s and the 60s, ignore that phone in the background ringing. I don't know why my phone ringing that much, but um, when you look at the those songs in the 60s that were more like mellow, like kind of like ooh, she broke my heart, ooh, I can only imagine how they looked at it when Led Zeppelin and bands like this emerged and expressed themselves so differently. You know, I know a lot of people of those older generations looked at that as craziness, you know, of absolute craziness. Like you're right, like I said before, your hair's long, you know, you're dressed in just not the it's not the norm. It's not how those older generations were raised. But this type of music, I really feel like brought really brought people together in the '70s. Man, man, that is really awesome, guys. And I feel like just seeing as far as the live show and seeing how much effort they put in compared to today. You know, there's definitely bands out there that put in work, but it's not like it's not like mainstream like how it was like back then, and I feel like that effort back then it's just it brings a different type of appreciation for the music when you see people on there doing sets like that, you know. But yeah, with that being said, guys, this will be in my oldies playlist as well as my Led Zeppelin live reaction playlist. And it was amazing, guys. Amazing. I'll be back with more. Much love, everybody. Enjoy your day today. I'm so weird. Enjoy your day today. Ha ha. I'm a geek.